Have you ever stopped to imagine what the very first wooden tools looked like? Picture yourself thousands of centuries ago, in a world untouched by modern technology, where survival depended on the simplest of inventions. What would you craft if you only had your bare hands, a sharp mind, and the resources of the wild? It's a question that has fascinated archaeologists and history buffs for generations. And now, thanks to a groundbreaking discovery in China, we're getting a rare, up-close look at the ingenuity of our ancient ancestors. In a stunning turn of events, scientists in China have unearthed wooden tools so old, they shatter previous records and expectations. These artifacts are not just old, they're ancient, dating back an astonishing 300,000 years. That's older than the earliest pyramids, older than the first cave paintings, and even older than the rise of Homo sapiens. Imagine the stories these tools could tell if they could speak. Let's set the scene. Central China, in the heart of the Sanmenxia Basin. This region, with its rolling hills and fertile valleys, has long been a crossroads for ancient peoples. For years, archaeologists have suspected that this area held secrets buried deep beneath its surface. But no one expected to find wooden tools so perfectly preserved, waiting patiently in the earth for hundreds of millennia. The discovery happened as researchers dug deep into layers of ancient clay. With every careful scrape and brush, anticipation grew. Then, suddenly, bam! Out came wooden implements, astonishingly intact. These weren't just random sticks or branches. They were clearly shaped by human hands, designed for specific tasks, and preserved in a way that defies the usual fate of wood. Among the finds were digging sticks, likely used to pry up roots or tubers from the earth. There were also spears, their tips sharpened to a fine point, perhaps for hunting or defense. Some tools even had multiple uses. Think of them as the prehistoric version of a Swiss Army knife, versatile and essential for daily survival. Each artifact tells a story of creativity, adaptation, and the relentless drive to thrive in a challenging world. Here's the truly wild part. Wood is one of the most fragile materials in the archaeological record. Normally it decays and disappears within a few years, especially when exposed to air, moisture, and the relentless march of time. Most of the wooden tools our ancestors made have long since vanished, leaving only stone, bone, or metal behind. That's why this discovery is so extraordinary. But in this case, the thick, sticky clay acted as nature's own time capsule. It sealed the tools off from the elements, creating an oxygen-free environment that prevented decay. For hundreds of thousands of years, these wooden implements lay undisturbed, perfectly preserved in the embrace of the earth. It's almost as if the planet itself wanted to keep these secrets safe for future generations to discover. Finds like this are almost unheard of outside Europe, where a handful of ancient wooden tools have been discovered in places like Germany and the UK. But in Asia, and especially in China, such discoveries are incredibly rare. That makes this find not just a local sensation, but a global game-changer for our understanding of early human technology. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. These tools might not have been made by modern humans at all. The age and context suggest they could have been crafted by Homo erectus, an ancient human species that roamed the earth long before us. Imagine that, our distant cousins shaping wood with skill and purpose, leaving behind clues to their intelligence and adaptability. This means that clever toolmaking wasn't just happening in one corner of the world. In Germany, the famous Schöningen spears, also made of wood, were found in a similar state of preservation, dating back around 300,000 years. Now, with this discovery in China, we see that early humans across continents were innovating in parallel, developing new ways to survive and thrive in their environments. It's a powerful reminder that innovation is a universal human trait. Whether in Europe, Asia, or elsewhere, our ancestors were constantly experimenting, adapting, and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. These tools are more than just objects, they're evidence of creativity, problem-solving, and the unbreakable human spirit. So, what exactly did these ancient people do with their wooden tools? Experimental archaeologists have tried to recreate and use similar implements, giving us a glimpse into prehistoric life. Digging sticks could have been used to unearth edible roots, tubers, and bulbs, critical food sources in a world without supermarkets. Spears might have been thrown or thrust to hunt animals, providing meat, bones, and hides for survival. Imagine the daily challenges faced by these early humans. Every meal was hard-won, every resource precious. With these tools, they could dig up nutritious roots, hunt wild game, and gather plants. Each tool was a lifeline, a product of necessity and ingenuity. helping them carve out an existence in a harsh and unpredictable world. The tools themselves bear the marks of their makers, wear patterns, carvings, and repairs that speak to their use and importance. Under the microscope, scientists can see tiny striations and polish marks, evidence of repeated use and careful maintenance. These aren't just artifacts, they're the fingerprints of ancient innovation, preserved for us to study and admire. Isn't it incredible to think that something as humble as clay could preserve the secrets of early humans for hundreds of thousands of years? The earth itself becomes a storyteller, holding on to memories that would otherwise be lost forever. Each layer of soil is a page in the book of human history, waiting to be read by those with the patience and curiosity to dig deep. Now take a moment to imagine holding one of these tools in your own hands. What would you do with it? Would you use it to build, to hunt, to explore? The possibilities are endless, and each answer connects us to the long line of humans who came before us, innovators, survivors, and dreamers all. We want to hear your ideas. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What would you use a 300,000-year-old tool for? And if you're as fascinated by these ancient discoveries as we are, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible journeys into the past. Who knows what other secrets are still waiting to be uncovered beneath our feet?